Yooka and Laylee are the plucky chameleon and bat duo who made their video game debut back in 2017. And now they've returned for another platforming adventure in The Impossible Lair.
Now, some of you may know that Yooka-Laylee is the work of many of the same developers who helped create games like Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie, games that helped define the platforming genre.
And if Yooka-Laylee is the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie with its sprawling 3D worlds, then this new game is an ode to the days of Donkey Kong Country, with its tight and tricky side-scrolling platforming.
Story-wise, the nefarious Capital B is back to his old no-good tricks. Invading the royal stingdom, attacking Queen Phoebe, and trapping her royal bee-tallion in an evil plan to use a hive mind device and enslave the whole stingdom. Yes, there's a lot of bee puns here.
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Let's not.
Oh, honey, don't be such a buzzkill.
I'm just gonna move on, okay?
That stings.
So there are two halves to this game, with 40 levels tied together through a big overworld. Well, technically there's 20 levels, but each has an alternate version you unlock by completing puzzles in the overworld. For example, by flooding an area, you'll get a new version of that level that's filled with water.
Yeah, I was impressed with how different they are to the standard levels too.
And the level design is great. There's satisfyingly speedy sections, and more methodical areas that will put a whole range of platforming skills to the test. Plus, there are lots of clever hidden areas, and collectibles to grab which reward exploration and repeat playthroughs.
I particularly like the different quill ghosts you come across. These guys throw a few different challenges at you, like having to chase one down in a specific time limit. But my favorite is the one that just literally spews quills.
Whilst the platforming is great, I actually think I enjoyed the overworld stuff a bit more. It's a nice place to explore and find secrets, and the puzzles are genuinely satisfying.
Yeah. And I think they've also done a great job making all the collectibles worthwhile too, with each having a practical use and effect on the game.
Now, Rad, would you say this is a difficult game?
Mostly no, though there are some tough moments.
Yeah, there are some difficulty spikes. Some sections left me borderline raging. They do let you skip sections when you've died a bunch of times, but my pride never let me do that.
I think it's forgiving enough overall, though, with lots of checkpoints and infinite lives. Oh, and I like how Laylee acts as an extra hit point. When you get hit once, she panics and flies off, but you have a brief chance to grab her back.
It's a nice way to get a second chance at a second chance. And if you do lose her, gone is your float ability and buddy slam attack, which are needed to get into lots of the secret areas.
I sometimes wonder if the designers are kind of trolls at heart. There's always something tempting you to try and pull off a tricky move, and it rarely ended well for me. It is nice how much they let you tweak the difficulty, though. In the overworld, you can find special tonics, some of which make things easier by adding more checkpoints, granting special abilities like slow-mo or screen-clearing bombs, or just improving your movement abilities.
You can apply 3 of these at once too, and eventually a 4th slot can be unlocked. But the easier you make things, the less quills you get per level. However, they can also earn you more quills if you're willing to make things harder by giving enemies more health or messing with your controls. That was pretty clever.
Speaking of difficult bits, the main objective here is to beat Capital B's Impossible Lair. And as you might expect from something called an Impossible Lair, it's hard. Like, take what you're thinking of how hard it is right now and double it. And then it's 10 times harder than that.
It's a super long and punishing gauntlet with multiple boss fights, no checkpoints, and you can't use your tonics. Thankfully though, at the end of each level, there's a member of the battalion you can rescue, and each one you free gives you an extra hit point in the Impossible Lair. I'm sure there's going to be some crazy good players who manage to blast through the lair with no bees for backup, but I will not be one of them. Did you manage to finish it?
Oh, yeah, of course. Easy beasy.
That's a lie, isn't it?
I'll be honest, this part wasn't much fun for me. It's so long and so punishing that after a few attempts, I just didn't want to spend another 10 minutes doing it all again, only to get crushed and sent back to the start.
Yeah, for now at least, I must admit defeat. Capital B has won, the Stingdom is doomed, so be it.
Was that a bee pun?
No, I said the word bee, like B-E, not buzz buzz.
Nah, that was a bee pun.
Oh, all right, let's wrap this up. What are you giving it?
Well, there's a lot to like here, with tight and precise platforming and buckets of charm and character. And it also has some amazing music. I may not have beaten it, but it still left me buzzing. I'm giving Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
It kind of feels like a modern retro classic, if that makes any sense. It certainly packs a sting in its tail, but the rest is as sweet as honey. It's a 4 from me as well.
Those were bee puns.
All right, no need to drone on about it.
Really earning your stripes. Flowering into it.